So I have a question for you. You work for the man now.
I do.
You are the man now. How do you actually maintain and ensure A, street credibility, B, credibility in the spaces with your peers who say, I don't have $100 million in NIH funding. How do you stay grounded? I understand Chin helps you with that.
Hello.
But how do you actually ensure your credibility in other environments besides that purple building?
It's a tough one. I'll tell you what we just did. We just set up. The first thing I said was so that for us to address diversity, equity, inclusion, we've got to have a structure. So with tailwinds behind the work of the Institute, we set up in now maybe 18 departments, vice chairs for diversity, equity, and inclusion. And that's a big deal. And it's paid for by the departments. And the idea was to use that platform as a way to advance the goal of the Institute. So I call it the hub and spoke model. So when we meet every 2 weeks, they will complain to me that this is what we want to get done. And I would say, well, you're at the table now. Come up with the solutions. This is where you begin to lose credibility. Because if they had told me the same thing a year ago, I would have said, well, go tell them they have to make it this way. It's very difficult, okay? I have to conform to some structure that really serves the institution. By the same token, I have to also conform to the folks that I'm carrying along. So the way I dealt with that was I read a lot of books around the duality of the atypical black leader. W.B. Du Bois put it very well. On the one hand, you have this duality of two kinds of souls. You're looking from the outside, yet you're at the table. So I pray a lot, and I talk a lot about it. And I think I'm just my authentic self. I just take a deep breath, and I say what I have to say. But the way I also deal with it is to appreciate gratitude and say, look, we've come a long way. We're getting there, but we're not there yet. The idea is, do I lose credibility? I think what makes it easier for me is because the folks I work with, I've already mentored all of them. I've spent enormous amount of time, hours, to work with them when they call me. So they know when I say, listen, I don't have an answer. There won't be an answer. Or you have to figure it out. So, but it's a very tough one. It often puts you at odds with what you've preached over the years.